Hello and greetings, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube of the world, and welcome back to another amazing Kyle Minger Show video. But before I continue on what I'm going to be talking about for you guys today on my video, if you guys are new to the Kyle Minger Show, don't know exactly what I normally do. But for all you guys, people to subscribe, and you've been around on my channel for a very, very, very long time, you guys know who I am. It's Kyle Minger, your boy who does reviews on YouTube. But for you guys, new people out there, they're just dropping in, like, oh, who is this guy? What does he do? I'll tell you. So on the Kyle Minger Show, for all you guys, people are just dropping in. I just do big reviews, such as when I go see movies at my big local movie theater, which is Cineplex. And then other big reviews I like doing on my channel. I like doing videos for, Disney Plus. What's that other big one? Oh, I don't know. Netflix, and then sometimes I'll be doing reviews for Prime Video, and sometimes I try to find other videos out there I like to try to do for other big reviews. But I'm trying to explore. But then other videos I like doing on the channel on my glorious channel. I like doing up to like channel reactions to game reviews, box videos, and theory videos. But I haven't done those in a little while. But stay tuned for the near future because there's gonna be a lot more coming along the way. So, today, I haven't done a review for this for a very long while, because the second season came out like a year or two ago. So it's been a while since they did another season for What If. So now since it came out, I know it came out like last week or two ago, and it's just like I've just been like waiting to do a review for it because I know I haven't been like on the spot with like other shows, like for example Squid Game season 2, which I'm actually happy enough to say that I got a lot of views for that video. I got close up to like 260 views. So whoever watched that video, thank you very much. And it's still climbing too a little bit. So whoever watched that video, thank you very much. I appreciate the love and support for you guys. And I like to do more. I like to do more videos like that where I gain a lot of attention and experience for my channel. So I appreciate it. So yeah, today I'm doing a third season review for What If. I actually really enjoy this show because it explains a lot like what happens if this situation happens, and there's a lot of like alternate realities where what if Winter Soldier got stopped by somebody, which in this season there is a episode on episode 3 where it says, "What if the Red Guardian stopped the Winter Soldier from killing Howard and Maria Stark?" So that kind of happened, and then it's like So there's a lot of what if comics out there. Like, what if this happened? What if that happened? And this never happened during that process. So I actually kind of like how it shows all these what ifs. Like this happened, and then and the next thing never happened after that. So I kind of like how these explain like a lot of stories, like how like in the situation where maybe some of the heroes that became heroes never became heroes, and somebody else becomes that hero. And yeah, it's just like an interesting plot twist to hear these kind of things. So I actually really like it. So season 3, episode 1 is called "What If the Hulk Fought the Mac Avengers." So basically, Bruce Banner is like trying to figure out a way to get rid of the Hulk disease because he still thinks the Hulk is a disease. He wants to get rid of it. So he thought the only way he would get rid of the Hulk is by generating more gamma to himself. But it just made it worse because he made another ultra ego Hulk version, but it's more like a big primal predator. And so during the process, 10 years later in the episode, this big ultra predator makes a whole bunch of like 1,000 army beings of like Hulk freaking minion things, and then Bruce Banner went into hiding, and then it's just like, and he becomes friends, and basically in this one he becomes best friends with Sam Wilson, instead of Captain America being friends with Sam, and then it was just a pretty interesting plot thing in that one. It was very interesting how they got rid of them all, and it was a very interesting fight. Um, it's just like the very epic climax at the very end there, how um, Bruce Banner decides to help out at the very end, and then he used this like big nuclear like ball thing to endure himself with more gamma, and then he turns himself into a more a vicious Hulk beast, and he becomes the new primal predator, and he controls all the other like gamma monsters that the original Predator created. So it was pretty interesting episode. I really did enjoy that one. It was really cool. And then the second episode is where it's when if Agatha went to Hollywood. So in this episode, Agatha finds out there is a celestial being inside the planet core, and that is I can't remember its name, but basically she's been trying to create a giant spell in order to capture its powers, so she can use the powers to basically rule the universe, or basically, and then she finds out one of the she captured all these celestial beings that was in the like in the Eternals movie. So she captured all of them except for one that got one dude who becomes a superstar actor, which is I can't remember his name. Does it say in the I can't remember his name, but basically she takes his powers, and then he still has some powers left, and but then she realized what she has done, and then she basically fights one of the other celestial um, beings that came to Earth, and she had a battle with this dude, and it was another big epic like climax. It was kind of cool, and then she becomes an actual. Then Agatha actually becomes an actual celestial purplish being. And it was actually kind of cool how it happened. It was like, oh wow, that episode was pretty awesome too. And then episode three, what if the Red Guardian stopped the Winter Soldier? So it goes into 1991. The Red Guard got tasked to go and either what was it? A stop the Winter Soldier from killing Howard and Marcia Stark, and so and then they decided at the end of the episode to break the serum for the super soldier serum, so nobody else can use it. So it's just him and Bucky. Well, Bucky doesn't remember his name at that point because he doesn't remember who he is, still who he is. So it was kind of an interesting episode. I didn't really like it. It was very interesting. So I think Red Guardian's actual name is Alexius, if I remember correctly. So Alexius is slowly bonding towards the Winter Soldier, telling him that the way to do this is not the correct way. I know killing is your kind of thing, but you're forced to do this by command of your Russian buddies or whatever, and because they're both kind of been raised by the Russians, right? So there's like you just need to stop taking commands from them because that one dude reads that one red book, trying to force Bucky. Well, he's still known as Bucky to like take commands of those like fright words that he's saying. So he was able to overdo those commands, and then at the end they were able to like fight off against Shield and the Red Room people. So it was kind of cool. And yeah, so then the next episode after that, we have What If Howard the Duck Got Hitched? So this one was kind of funny. I thought I was laughing my ass off so many times. So Darcy and Howard the Duck end up like having a relationship together, but they didn't really, I think I don't know how it happened, but they have like a they have like a egg to carry as a child, but everyone on their vacation ends up thinking that it's just some sort of like powerful artifact, and everyone around the universe is trying to grab this egg from Howard and Darcy. Everyone's so obsessed with it, and at the very end, when it hatches, people are just like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And but then everyone realizes like, okay, we're gonna leave these guys alone. It's not really our purpose anymore to grab this egg. It's more important to stay with its family. Blah blah blah. Nick Fury said that. I was like, oh my god, it was pretty funny. This episode is a pretty funny one. I really loved it because Seth Green actually does play the voice of Howard the Dark. No, Howard the Duck. I said Howard the Dork. But it was pretty funny. I really enjoyed that one. And then episode 5, what if the emergence destroyed the Earth? So in this one, basically, the celestial inside the planet core, I can't remember its name. Basically, it activated and it cracked the planet Earth. Surprised that there was any like atmosphere on the planet, but parts of the planet cracked into pieces, and then basically Mysterio, aka Mr. Beck, decided to run Stark Industries because apparently I think Iron Man, I think passed away or something, ish, and then he took over. So then he created the Ultron bots, and then he created a society so everyone is being kept wraps inside buildings and stuff, and everyone hates Quentin Beck and all that kind of stuff. So this one girl named Riri Williams embarks on a Disney mission to take down Quentin Beck. So she ends up defeating this like algorithm of Vision, the White Vision thing, and she was able to infuse the Vision suit against her own body. So she was able to have this super cool looking like rad outfit at the very end, and she was able to like fight Quentin Beck, and it just looked very awesome. It was very way good, very interesting way how she did it, but it was just like very cool. I really liked this episode. It was very fun and exhilarating. And then in episode 6, what if 1872? So basically Shang-Chi is a is a Western cowboy. Same thing with Kate Bishop. Same voices who voiced them in in the movies. So they brought back Phoebe Liu, and they brought back Haley Steinfeld. So Haley Steinfeld played her original role as Kate Bishop. So it's kind of cool. They brought back the original actors to voice over for their characters, and then it was kind of an interesting concept for this episode, like seeing a western version. It was kind of different, but it was kind of cool. There's not really a lot to explain about it, like what happened in that episode, but it was just a very interesting, different like era to go for an episode, and it was kind of interesting. So and then we have episode 7. What if the Watcher disappeared? So these other Watchers who took an oath about not to intervene with other realities, they noticed that the Watcher who has been watching over these heroes um, broke the oath in the other seasons, so they decide to capture him in this episode. And when he hit against his like wall of realities, it sent shards towards Captain 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 America's, well, not really Captain America, but it's more like Peggy Carter Captain. She sees these shards, and then she realizes that the Watcher has been captured because she knows what the algorithm plane looks like, and she's been there. And then the rest of the crew that's in that right there, and know that because they've interacted with the Watcher, and they actually helped the Watcher. And it was kind of cool. In this episode, Storm has Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. I was like, oh my god, so she has the powers of the powers of the god. Because basically, Storm does have the mutated powers of controlling weather, right? So it kind of makes sense that she'd probably be worthy enough to wield Mjolnir. It was kind of cool how she was like, oh, so she's a mutant and now she carries Mjolnir. It was pretty awesome and cool. And yeah, so basically, the Watcher was in trial for his many interventions with other realities, and then at the end of episode 8, all three of these Watchers were trying to beat up what was the name that he went with Ortaga or Ortogu or Ortagu. I can't remember the Watcher. He said he decided to give himself his own name. I can't remember what he gave himself, but basically the Avenger cast Peggy decided. I was like, oh, that's a very good name. So I kind of like how they grew a bond with the Watcher, and they absolutely love like working with him. They understood the tasks and the risks and I kind of like how they were able to like uh, come together in order to like take down and beat up the other watchers that tell me to understand that it's okay to intervene once in a while in other realities in order to keep balance with whatever word I'm looking for, or keep balance between other things to keep things steady with other realities. Basically, I think that's the term I'm looking for. But either way, then once the other watchers realized what he was been saying, they kind of agreed and said, okay, I kind of see what you're talking about. It's okay to intervene once in a while, but we're not going to intervene most of the time. So we understand what you're saying. So blah 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 blah. The last episode was really great. I did really enjoy it. It was very good. I was very awesome. So for the entire range for each episode, I think one of my all time favorites is episode 8. Um, episode 8, 5, 4. I gotta say number 1 are my favorites. I think number 2 as well. So yeah, so for the entire rating for this entire show, I think I'm gonna give it a big spot on. I think I give it a 4.2 out of 5. So that is my big review for season 3 of What If. And if you guys want to go check out my other reviews um, for the show, it is on my Disney Plus playlist, and go check them out. And then if you guys want to check out this review, go do that, because I really enjoy doing reviews. I really love the way how Marvel has been incorporating these shows onto for us to experience and to love, and what they come up with the story with all these interesting episodes for What If. I would love to see more, because there's probably other reality possibility stories out there in the comics, so we can definitely see on the big screen, and it's just really cool how they do this kind of thing. So I would love to see more. I'm pretty sure there is more talks about them doing more seasons for What If, and I'm all up for it. So either way, that's my review for What If season 3, and keep up for more other reviews out there on the comic show, because there's gonna be a lot more coming along the way. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you guys get notified when I do upload more videos on the comic show. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.